I like to ask every guest that comes on because everybody has a call up to the big league story. And I like hearing it because it's the phone call that you always dream of as a kid, right? And I was that phone call away and never got to experience that aspect. So I want to hear from you what your call up to the big league story was like and how it happened.
All right. So I was having probably the worst week of my life at the plate uh, to start. So getting that call was like completely off my radar.
Yeah.
And we're coming up to the deadline, the trade deadline, and have a horrible game. And I'm home, and I was watching TV and like fell asleep on the couch. And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I get a phone call from our manager in AAA. And I'm like, "Oh, man, I just got traded. Like, there's no way there's no way I'm getting called up right now. I'm not swinging it at all." And then he I answer, and he's like, "Hey, you got a flight tomorrow. You're going to Denver. You're going to join the team." And I was like, Wait, what?" And I was like half asleep too. So I was like, I didn't know if I like misinterpreted what he said or what, but so then right after that, I called my agent, and I was like, "Hey, I think I just got called up, but I'm not sure." And so then he double checked and verified. He's like, "Yeah, you got a flight tomorrow morning." So yeah, woke up, and we were actually switching houses at like in 3 days, so we had to pack up everything that night. My wife's a rock star; she did it all. But I get to the clubhouse that morning, and the clubhouse is locked because I got the call so late that
Yeah.
like the club didn't know, and I was freaking out. And, like I'm gonna miss the most important flight of my life.
Uh,
And I finally get the doors finally get unlocked by like a guy that was working. I don't know what his job was, but he was
we don't
just
know his
working.
job, but shout out that guy.
Shout out that guy big time.
Oh,
So I was literally sprinting through the clubhouse trying to grab my stuff. Like, okay, I need a couple bats, I need my shorts, and I think I grabbed somebody else's pair of shorts. I grabbed whatever I could, threw it in the bag, and then sprinted out again. And then got to the gate, and then my boarding group was going
no
right when I went
way.
home. Yeah, it was pretty stressful.
That's crazy. Do you have like from the when you got up to the big leagues, do you have like a welcome to the big league story, like something funny that happened to you? I mean, I know you were only up there for a few games, but anything jump out as like a welcome to the big leagues moment for you?
Uh, Honestly, like the only thing I can really think of is I didn't play the day that I got there, but I knew I was going to play the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And that day, Muncie walks up to me, he goes, "Just so you know, everything's different now." He's and he was saying like it's a different game,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, okay, like really?" And he's like, "No, dude, it's the same game."
Honestly, that's got to be helpful. Like,
It
of
was, it
course,
was.
it's in your head. Like, I got to do so much better than I've ever done. This is totally different. So to have a vet come up and be like, it's the same game you've played your whole life has to be helpful.
Yeah, definitely. And I was stressed out when he told me that. I was like, "What do you mean it's everything's different?" But he's like, "No, it's the same game. Like, you'll be fine."